Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Chapter 31. Not illegal, but immoral. Compared with Zhang Tianqi and Chen Qingliu, the admissions directors of other colleges present were curious about Lu Chengqing's operation. But they still set their sights on Lin Qianqin and Zhang Wanqing. Although this year's top scorers in Jiangnan Province's college entrance examination are destined to be lame, but their talent and strength are not bad. In addition, the addition of top students in the college entrance examination will increase the reputation of the school, and the payment is nothing more than some resources. Soon, a teacher from the admissions office asked enthusiastically, "Student Lin and Zhang, do you have a college you like?" After hearing these words, Chen Qingliu frowned instantly, although he didn't know the content of their transaction with Lu Chengqing. But with this kid's character, it is absolutely not for free that Lin Qianqin and Zhang Wanqing will become top students in the college entrance examination if they join other colleges. It is also very likely to lead to changes in Lu Chengqing's choice. He was just about to say something. Instead, she was interrupted by Lin Qianqin, her exquisite face almost without thinking. "Yes. I want to be with classmate Lu." Zhang Wanqing nodded slightly with her cold face, and replied, "My thoughts are similar to Qianqin's." The rest of the admissions directors were not particularly surprised. After all, Lu Chengqing intervened in the water of the two top students in the college entrance examination. This choice, it's also normal. After watching the persons in charge of the admissions office leave, Lin Qianqin couldn't hold back her inner excitement any longer, with a bright smile on her face. She said with a smile, "Wanqing, we are really the top students in the college entrance examination in Jiangnan Province this year, and I'm still worried about seeing classmate Lu in the future." Zhang Wanqing looked at the girlfriend who was about to give it away for free, and the smile on her face was full of helplessness, although Lu Chengqing's operation was a bit coquettish. Overall, it's still pretty good, except that it likes to dig holes for other people. Zhang Tianqi, Chen Qingliu, and many other persons in charge of the admissions office came to the college entrance examination monitoring room of Zhongcheng No. 1 Middle School. Under the simple operation of the staff, all the videos of Lu Chengqing taking the college entrance examination were quickly called up. Chen Qingliu looked at the big screen in front of him with anticipation in his eyes, even though he was cheated. But you have to be fooled to understand. What he was even more curious about was, what happened to Lu Chengqing, who had accumulated 45,000 points in previous college entrance examinations. Looking at the entire Dragon Kingdom, there is no candidate who has scored such a terrifying number in the leaderboard. The images on the screen are constantly playing. When encountering a strange beast, Lu Chengqing killed everyone present without any surprise. Only with this power, only then can we control the number of champions in this year's college entrance examination. But when Lu Chengqing came into contact with other candidates in the dungeon, his style of painting completely changed. He robbed Wang Wei without bloodshed, and singled out two candidates in an unprecedented way to snatch points. Even Chen Qingliu, the corners of his mouth kept twitching after seeing this picture, and he didn't know where to start complaining. He is indeed a fastidious person, and he did not forget to give those candidates a few healing spells after grabbing the points. Prevent candidates from being eliminated. Many admissions officers in the monitoring room are obviously focusing on Lu Chengqing's demonstrated ability. Simply, never seen before, that ghostly figure seems to be able to use the power of space. As long as it is an object, it can exchange positions. This classmate Lu's occupation, I remember it is a medical doctor. It's definitely a healer. It's clearly stated in the information given by the school, but what the hell is this space exchange? Could it be that student Lu has a second job that can manipulate space? Otherwise, how could space exchange be possible? Although I don't understand it, I'm deeply shocked. The screen was still playing in fast forward, and when it came to lighting a fire, cooking and fishing, Lu Chengqing's ability refreshed his cognition again. Even if it was a sneak attack from the hidden professional elf shooter, Lu Chengqing seemed to be prepared for it, not only dodging easily. And that sneak attacker, Song Xiu, who was top 10 in the points ranking, used that incomparably skilled spatial means. Capture it directly. As for the next scene, I couldn't bear to look directly at it. With a roast chicken lunch, I directly grabbed nearly 5,000 points. In the following scenes, Liu Chengqing basically repeated the behavior of the sixth child when he encountered Zhou Shihao, who ranked first in points. The crushing strength displayed really made many admissions officers in the monitoring room look dignified. Very strong. Stronger than you know. Zhou Shihao, who ranked first in terms of points, has been invited by many top schools after awakening to the Dragon Knight profession. But they were all rejected by him. But what everyone present did not expect was that Zhou Shihao, one of the top talents, would face Liu Chengqing. There is no qualification to fight back. Seeing this, many persons in charge of the admissions office probably knew in their hearts that they could do it with the strength of Liu Chengqing. Stack the points to a height beyond the reach of everyone. At the end of the surveillance screen, Liu Chengqing was blocking the exit of the dungeon, not even pretending to be fighting. He directly revealed the whole plan, determined to squeeze Chen Qingliu's wool, and directly rewarded him with 37 points. Liu Chengqing accounted for 70%. It's almost like the capitalists cried when they saw it. Moreover, before leaving the dungeon, they directly transferred the points to Lin Qianchen and Zhang Wanqing without any concealment. When a person in charge of the admissions office saw this, he frowned and asked, "Won't this violate the rules of the college entrance examination?" The corner of Zhang Tianqi's mouth twitched slightly. After all, his daughter was a beneficiary, so he explained bravely. It seems that this is not prohibited in the college entrance examination rules. Chen Qingliu watched the final surveillance, not to mention how strange the expression on his face was. The key point was that he couldn't find any faults. It completely took advantage of the loopholes in the college entrance examination rules. It is estimated that even the makers of the rules never thought that this kind of talent would appear in this year's college entrance examination. In the end, he gritted his teeth and said, "It is true that there is no violation of the college entrance examination regulations, but this is so immoral." Chapter 32. The list of top candidates in the college entrance examination in each province of Longguo will be reviewed and will be announced on the official website after the confirmation is correct on the end of the day. Over the years, there were only 49 college entrance examination champions, but this year's college entrance examination list, the number is obviously two more. A total of 51 people. After receiving the list of top students in the college entrance examination in Jiangnan province, whether it is the reviewers or the rule makers of the college entrance examination, there was silence after watching the video. The slots are filled directly, but they really can't find the problem. It's completely when the rules are formulated. This possibility was not considered. After all, it is a matter of official rules, and it is impossible to reject the results of the college entrance examination, so I can only grit my teeth and swallow it. This extremely flawed but irrefutable list was soon posted on the official website of Dragon Country Professionals. The moment the list of top candidates in this year's National College Entrance Examination was announced, countless candidates, parents, and netizens flocked to the official website. Only, when the tens of millions of netizens saw the number of number 1 picks, they didn't react immediately. Isn't Long Kingdom only 49 provinces? Why are there actually 51 people in this year's final college entrance examination champion? What the hell is this? How could there be a parallel college entrance examination champion? After many netizens saw this, their minds were buzzing, and they didn't even know what happened. With a curious attitude, numerous netizens browsed through the list of top students in the college entrance examination in each province, and the remaining 48 provinces had only one. On the contrary, Jiangnan province. There were actually 3 top students in the college entrance examination at the same time. Jiangnan Provincial College Entrance Examination Champion. Liu Chengqing, Lin Qianchen, Zhang Wanqing. And just below the list of top students in the National College Entrance Examination, there is an official patch for the college entrance examination rules. In the future, the transfer of points will be prohibited in the college entrance examination. If the audit finds that there is illegal points transaction, the qualification for the exam will be deprived. Open black lens bracket video.jpg close black lens bracket. Countless netizens in Longguo were completely dumbfounded after seeing this, and the official also updated the rules of the college entrance examination. Isn't that? The 3 top students in the college entrance examination in Jiangnan province all took advantage of loopholes in the rules to achieve such final results. Some netizens clicked on the video at the back of the official website, which is the point trading screen at the end of the copy of the college entrance examination. The number of people watching online directly exceeded 20 million. It's just that countless netizens, after seeing Lu Chengqing exploiting loopholes in the rules, are like capitalists. It's outrageous from the heart. As long as the final points of the college entrance examination are the same, as long as there are enough points, the champion can also be controlled. Lu Chengqing's face was calm, and he talked freely. Those countless Longuo netizens who watched the video, don't mention how complicated their hearts are, your mother is really a genius. Everyone else is thinking about how to win the first prize, but you, Lu Chengqing, use the college entrance examination as a means of gaining cash. Netizens doubted Lu Chengqing's words. If the points were really enough, he might be the #1 student in the college entrance examination in Jiangnan province. Definitely more than 3. In the comment section of this video, apart from the jokes from netizens, there are also many crying complaints from candidates in Jiangnan province. It's Lu Chengqing, the 6th child, it's fine if he takes away my points, and he treats me like a leak. It's outrageous, to change the rules of the college entrance examination with one's own strength. This Lu Chengqing is really talented. It's tears when I say it. This guy is so powerful that he exploded. I finally got 12,000 points, and I was robbed of them all. Tears collapse. Lu Lao Lu is too gentle, he treats me after hitting me. I just don't know which school Lu is going to apply for. In order to thank him for his kindness, I'm going to take revenge on him. In a certain high-end villa in Suzhou and Hangzhou, in a room full of girlish style, the blonde hair and long ears are like an elf's song poetry. Seeing so many candidates crying about Lu Chengqing's old 6th path, the flames in her eyes were about to come out. Song Xiu gritted her teeth, and quickly commented with her slender fingers, "What are you guys, I just ate his chicken leg. He directly robbed me of 4,500 points. To some extent, Lu Chengqing's name has become known to many netizens after the announcement of the list of top candidates in the college entrance examination and the video. But, when they think of Lu Chengqing, they basically have the impression that the 6th child who changed the rules of the college entrance examination and was not a good person. Lu Chengqing did not pay attention to the list of top students in the college entrance examination. In the afternoon of the same day, Zhang Cheng was rewarded for the top students in the college entrance examination. Sent to him. Moreover, it was delivered by Zhang Tianqi himself, probably because he was tricked, and his solemn face was quite calm. I didn't see the excitement of the top scorer in the college entrance examination at all. On the contrary, he was thinking in his heart whether he should treat this kid to a meal and let him spare his little cabbage. This guy, it's so f***ing black-bellied. As for Zhang Cheng's official award for the first prize, it is quite rich, with 3 pieces of silver-level equipment. 5 million alliance coins. 1 gold-level skill book for the medical profession. The price of a silver-level weapon hovers around 1 to 2 million, but it's the medical doctor's gold-level skill book. The price is as high as 6 million. After selling all these items, Lu Chengqing earned 15 million in blood just for the college entrance examination, and paid for it. Only 3 days left. Not only that, Lin Qianqin and Zhang Wanqing's champion rewards were all transferred to his alliance card after discounting, totaling 22 million. Finally a little richer, Lu Chengqing glanced at the huge sum of 31 million in the lead card, with a bright smile on his face. This life, he has never drawn such a rich prize. Without much hesitation, Lu Chengqing turned on the system, and after a few lucky draws, there was a knock on the door. Get his attention. After opening the door of the rental house, it was not the teachers from the admissions office, but the smiling Wang Wei. With more than 1,500 points in the college entrance examination, he was successfully admitted to the Jiangnan Provincial Vocational College, even at home. Give a lot of rewards. This time I came to visit Lu Chengqing, apart from completing the latter part of the deal, that is to establish a good relationship. Wang Wei took out the alliance card he had prepared in advance, and quickly explained, "Here is 25 million alliance coins. Student Lu, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be able to get into Jiangnan Provincial Vocational College in this life. I have a heart." Lu Chengqing nodded calmly. The originally agreed price was 20 million, but he didn't expect this rich and powerful Wang Wei. He actually gave 5 million more. He patted Wang Wei's shoulder lightly, and said with a smile, Come on, everyone, the starting point is after going to the vocational college. Quote exclamation mark quote. Wang Wei nodded seriously. His bruised face was quite serious, and he said, "We must work hard. When I meet that blonde elf, I will definitely get back on the field. How can I have such a strong friend? Thank you, classmate Lu." Lu Chengqing's eyes were a little strange. For the sake of the child's mental health, he hesitated for a moment and did not tell the truth. Tell Wang Wei. After sending the unlucky guy away, he glanced at the alliance card in his hand. It was more than 50 million if you draw 5 times. What can come out? Chapter 33. After Lu Chengqing returned to the rental house, he opened the dimensional pocket system again, and his life has changed dramatically. The ultimate reason. It was the fruit of the operation obtained by the system lottery, and this ability alone allowed him to firmly sit at the top of the college entrance examination. This is still the ability development of the fruit of surgery. It is only the most basic stage, as the level continues to improve. The skills that can be used will gradually increase, and you can even go to the final step, the awakening of the devil fruit. In the next lottery draw, there may be unexpected surprises, so that one's own strength and whole cards will get a qualitative leap. Open black lens bracket dimensional pocket system close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket current number of lottery draws, 0 close black lens bracket. The number of lottery draws can be increased by purchasing, price, 10 million. Buy 5 times. Without the slightest hesitation, Lu Chengqing decided to buy 5 system lucky draws with more than 50 million yuan that had not yet been warmed up. With the disappearance of the alliance card balance, his eyelids twitched slightly, the money he finally saved. Gone again. But after a moment of pain, he turned his attention to the system, in this world where the game and reality overlap. Strength. It is the foundation of one's life. Open black lens bracket dimensional pocket system close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket current number of lottery draws, 5 close black lens bracket. Start the lottery draw. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Silver Level Dungeon Challenge Order 1. Silver Level Dungeon Challenge Order. With the challenge order, you can enter the Silver Level Dungeon Challenge, and the dungeon is random. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket number of people, 1 close black lens bracket. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Silver Level Dungeon Challenge Order 1. Open black lens bracket thank you for your patronage. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket thank you for your patronage. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the weapon, the first generation of ghosts. Close black lens bracket. The first generation Onitsu, silver level, one of the 12 crafts of the Supreme Sword, the strongest existence in the Onitsu series, with growth potential. Close black lens bracket. This. Lu Chengqing frowned slightly, looked at the final result of the system lottery draw, and put aside the 2 rounds of thank you for your patronage. A silver level dungeon challenge order is pretty good for him. Being able to gain a lot of experience, improve one's own level, and maybe even increase one's level directly to the silver level. On the contrary, it was the first generation of ghosts that appeared last. Somewhat unexpected. As a fan of the sea, I only have a general understanding of the first generation of Toru, and it can be said that it is the strongest in the series of demon swords. After all, he hadn't even appeared on stage before time travel. Without much hesitation, he decisively summoned it, preparing to carefully observe the characteristics of this demon sword. Oni Toru, silver rank. Strength plus 50. Agility plus 80. Stamina plus 50. Sharp plus 40. Feature infinite growth. After the user slays the beast, he can increase the level of the weapon by absorbing blood. Special skill. Devil Prison Blood Break. During the battle, it will absorb the blood energy of the enemy and release the accumulated blood energy. After the active release, it will cause damage to the enemy. This skill of the first generation of ghosts, does it look a little familiar? Lu Chengqing pulled out the first generation gouche in his hand, and the sharp blade alone gave him the feeling of being able to cut everything. And the whole body of the blade has a strange red texture. Even as the owner, you can still feel the evil spirit. From the point of view of the overall attributes alone, it is far better than the rock-breaking blade that is equipped today, and it is much better. Not only that, this first-generation ghost can still grow infinitely, and it doesn't even need materials, only blood. Liu Chengqing didn't feel any embarrassment about using the sword from the previous Sakura kingdom, after all. Now it's just a province of the Dragon Kingdom. Liu Chengqing held Gui Che with one hand, and it felt extremely smooth to him, and the wooden chair only needed a little force to cut it off. If you face the silver rank dungeon boss lava monster, even if you don't use the ability of the Operation Fruit, it can be easily cut open. It seems like the overall harvest was pretty good. After Liu Chengqing scabbard goosh, he gave a relatively fair evaluation, even if there were other devil fruits. It's useless to myself. In terms of physical skills, there is no need for Room and Slaughterhouse, which has the fruits of surgery, and it is still about weapons. It's more real. He immediately threw the target at the simple token on the ground. The difficulty of the silver level dungeon is not too high. The number of small private copies is very small. Even if there are, it may not be able to open for Liu Chengqing, who wants to upgrade the level. In addition to the public dungeon, that is to go to the wild to hunt high-level beasts, and the dungeon challenge order appeared. Just enough to make up for the level problem. Liu Chengqing murmured softly. Simply brushing 2 silver-level dungeons should be able to raise a few levels, right? Just enough to sharpen a knife. He made a choice quickly, leaving himself not too much free time. The admission notice of Zhongnan Provincial Vocational College has been sent to Liu Chengqing, and he can report to the school in 3 days. And Chen Qingliu had promised to get the first prize in the college entrance examination before he could receive it after he went to school. After going to university, the time available is bound to decrease. It is not clear how difficult this silver-level dungeon is, using the free time after the college entrance examination. Brush it to pass the level, not to mention improving the level and strength, and you can also test the sharpness of this demon sword onitsu by the way. Without the slightest hesitation, Liu Chengqing decisively crushed the challenge order in his hand, and was not directly transferred to the copy. Instead, a blue light curtain similar to an attribute box appeared in front of him. Dungeon, Realm of Quicksand. Difficulty, Silver level, difficult. Time, 0 hours 12 minutes and 0 seconds. Introduction. In the arid area covered by yellow sand, there are not only quicksand areas hidden, but also strange beasts dormant at the bottom of the sand. It seems interesting. Liu Chengqing glanced at the introduction of the silver-level dungeon, the fire domain island that Zhang Wanqing and Lin Qianqin had previously raided. It's just that it hasn't been long since I was born in a silver-level dungeon, and the difficulty is not too great, but the current situation is completely different. It can be said that a silver-level dungeon in the true sense just doesn't know what is the harvest of the dungeon. Chapter 34. Liu Chengqing made some preparations. After the countdown to the light blue light curtain ended, there was no device similar to the portal. Instead, the figure of the whole person disappeared into the rental house in an instant, accompanied by a brief sense of dizziness. The environment that reappeared in front of my eyes had undergone earth-shaking changes, with extremely dazzling light, accompanied by, and the heat wave mixed with wind and sand. Liu Chengqing's whole body was directly transported to the copy of the quicksand realm. Liu Chengqing frowned slightly, and looked at the surrounding environment with great interest, and there were countless sand dunes in sight. Even with the heat wave sweeping, many sand dunes are gradually disintegrating, and 2 suns hang in the sky strangely. Let the surface temperature approach 50. For an ordinary person, staying here for half an hour would have the risk of heat stroke, but as Liu Chengqing's level continued to improve, under the premise of possessing absolute extraordinary power, the scorching hot environment of this quicksand field didn't give him the slightest impression. It was just a little bit hotter. It's really barren. Liu Chengqing was holding the first-generation onitsu in his hand. Because of the evil spirit of this sword, it felt like holding it in his hand. Quite cool. It's a bit like a mobile air conditioner, and he didn't have the idea of staying in place. He stepped on the soft sand dunes. Move forward decisively. Perhaps because of the extremely high temperature, Liu Chengqing didn't even let his guard down because he hadn't even encountered a strange beast. When he stepped on a certain sand dune in front of him, he felt an inexplicable weightlessness, which was immediately transmitted from his legs to his heart. The surrounding yellow sand is centered on him and is constantly rotating, and at a speed visible to the naked eye. Rapid subsidence. Quicksand. Even though it was the first time he came to the desert, Lu Chengqing had an idea in his heart instantly, without any hesitation. The white cyclone is constantly reversing in the hand, and the light blue translucent room slaughterhouse space envelopes the surrounding desert. Later, using the power of the slaughterhouse directly, he left the quicksand sinking area in an instant, without waiting to look back. It may be that the movement of the quicksand stopped immediately after the weight disappeared, which is kind of weird. But at this moment, accompanied by the yellow sand fluctuations in the opposite direction, it kept rolling, and there was a black and huge scorpion appear in sight. Lu Chengqing looked at the strange beast hiding at the bottom of the sand, and murmured softly, "I finally met a strange beast. ... Alien beast. Desert scorpion. Level. Silver level 23rd level. Strength. 153. Agility. 121. Spirit. 70. Stamina. 93. Skills. Quicksand trap, stinger jet. ... It's still a silver ranked beast with skills." Lu Chengqing's expression didn't change much after he used the identification technique to check the attributes, leaving aside the silver rank lava monster. This desert poisonous scorpion is the first silver level beast he has encountered, but he doesn't know what the reward will be. Without the slightest hesitation, he decisively pulled Gush out of the scabbard. The alluring red color of his body was shining in the sunlight. There is an indescribable evil intention. ... The desert scorpion's nature is not easy to move. After sensing the killing intent on the prey, the thick tail stood up high. Almost without any hesitation, the black tail needle, like a torrential rain, fired towards Lu Chengqing, carrying deadly venom. Use skills when you meet. Baton. Lu Chengqing looked at the thick poisonous thorn spray, raised his finger slightly, and instantly activated the fruit ability, Baton. The yellow sand in front of him, as if he heard an order, directly built an airtight yellow sand barrier in front of him. And the seemingly loose yellow sand. In the special space of room slaughterhouse, the intensity is unimaginable under the condition of extremely dense arrangement. Boom. When the desert scorpion's stinger jet hit the yellow sand barrier, it only made a heavy impact sound, and it didn't even break through this layer of defense. ... Lu Chengqing's face was calm, and with the slight movement of his fingers, the yellow sand barrier continued to collapse, and his figure disappeared in place in an instant. When it reappeared, it had already come in front of the desert poisonous scorpion, the first generation Gush holding it in both hands, without the slightest hesitation. Hack with all your might. Accompanied by Lu Chengqing's slash, the silver level 23rd beast was cut into two pieces by him. The huge body hit the ground, but it didn't die completely, but completely lost all fighting ability. ... With the removal of the room slaughterhouse space, the dead desert poisonous scorpion didn't even have blood flowing out. On the contrary, there is an indescribable stench. Looking at the corpse full of viscera, Lu Chengqing didn't care, and turned his attention to Gui Che in his hand. After slaying the beast's demon knife, one can vaguely feel that there is blood lingering around Gush, and the red texture has not deepened. Unexpected sharpness, but I don't know if it is possible to make a slash in the special space of the slaughterhouse. ... Experience plus 1013. Current level. 17 2390 30 thousandths. ... A lot of experience. Lu Chengqing glanced at the increase in his own experience points. It wasn't particularly surprising. Bronze level beasts provided an average of 500 points of experience. The desert poisonous scorpion of level 23 in the silver rank has doubled in size. If it can kill all the strange beasts in this dungeon, by virtue of quantity, he can even raise his level directly to level 20, which is the prerequisite for not killing the dungeon boss. The dungeon time limit is 12 hours. The condition for clearing the level is to kill the dungeon boss. If you can use this time to the extreme, hunt more strange beasts. It seems that it is not impossible. Thinking of this, Lu Chengqing did not hesitate in the slightest, holding the demon sword Gush in his hand, and decisively moved towards the depths. Chapter 35. Without the slightest hesitation, Lu Chengqing headed towards the depths of the Quicksand Realm dungeon, where the quicksand formed naturally. Did not encounter. On the contrary, there are many traps set by the desert poisonous scorpions. For other professionals, they must be in a hard fight. Only, what those desert poisonous scorpions encountered was Lu Chengqing, who possessed the fruit of surgery ability and was able to master it proficiently. In the process of deepening, he killed about 20 of these unusual beasts alone, except for experience rewards. No loot popped up. It's not like there is no gain, at least in terms of level, it is infinitely close to level 18, and only needs to hunt 8 heads. Quote. As Lu Chengqing continued to move forward, the surrounding sky was still full of yellow sand, but the environment of a desert canyon appeared in the distance ahead. It is a bit similar to the Gobi in the previous life, it should be close to the center of the copy, in this desert without any shelter. On the contrary, the canyon has become one of the few shaded places. Without the slightest hesitation, Lu Chengqing headed towards the canyon decisively, even the desert scorpion knew about it. Potential subsurface resists high temperatures. The rest of the beasts will naturally find a shady place in this desert to withstand the high temperature and yellow sand. The number of strange beasts in that canyon is definitely not small. When he stepped into this rift valley, he didn't even need to search too much before he saw the familiar figure of a strange beast. It's not a desert scorpion. Instead, it was a huge monitor lizard comparable to the Nile crocodile in the previous life, about 7 or 8 meters in length, lying on the ground. Purple saliva is still overflowing from the huge mouthparts. Alien beast. Stone lizard elite. Level. Silver level 25. Strength. 310. Agility. 299. Spirit. 113. Stamina. 347. Skills. Brutal charge, deadly bite, venom infusion. Finally met an elite monster. Lu Chengqing glanced at the wilderness rock lizard, his eyes were quite fiery, an elite monster of level 25 silver. Even in terms of attributes, it is much more luxurious than ordinary silver-ranked dungeon bosses, after all, the level is here. Only, when the wild rock lizard woke up, nearly 20 elite beasts rushed out of the canyon gap one after another. Swallowing the snake-like letter, those blood-red eyes seemed to have been hungry for a long time. Treat it like prey. The sharp claws on their limbs kept rubbing against the ground, leaving deep marks, ready to move. So, I have encountered an experienced N. If you were another professional, if you were lucky enough to enter here, you would see such a large number of elite beasts. It is estimated that there is no thought of confrontation. But the person these wilderness rock lizards encountered was Lu Chengqing, who was holding the demon sword Gush in both hands, looking forward to it even more. This ghost, in addition to absorbing energy and blood to upgrade, also comes with a special skill, Demon Prison Blood Break, those strange beasts before. Too fragmented, and these nearly 20 elite beasts can just test the Yaodao Gush obtained by the system lottery. Is it sharp enough? Without the slightest hesitation, Lu Chengqing decided to design Room Slaughterhouse, a special space with a diameter of 170 meters. It directly enveloped the more than 20 wilderness rock lizards in it. After activating Gush's skills, the originally red and rather eerie long knife instantly shrouded in a faint layer of blood. Facing so many elite beasts, he didn't have the idea of attacking the beast later, and his whole figure disappeared in place, using the space exchange skill of the slaughterhouse. Came directly in front of a wild rock lizard, toward the rock armor formed over time on this elite beast. There is no laser attached to the fruit of the operation, but the blade of Onitsu is used to cut directly on the outer armor. There is no sense of frustration. When Yaodao Gush slashed at the wild rock lizard, it was as easy as cutting a piece of paper, directly cutting it into 2 sections. Original. The desert rock lizard, which was cut open in the slaughterhouse and would not die, was drying up visibly with the naked eye. Instant death. Experience plus 2350. Current grade. 17,21,380 30,000ths. This. Lu Chengqing was a little surprised when he saw the dead wild rock lizard, and looked at the demon sword in his hand. Not to mention the sharpness. It is several times that of the rock-breaking blade, and it can break through the defense of the wilderness rock lizard without attaching a laser. Not only that, after activating the demon prison blood break, Gush absorbed the blood energy of this elite beast. The thin layer of blood energy lingering around the whole body of the knife is almost as visible to the naked eye, and it is much more solidified. There is something about this demon knife. It can be said that at the moment when the wild rock lizard was cut open, all the blood and vitality of the strange beast was swallowed by the incision. One-hit kill. It was an accident, he didn't give those wild rock lizards a chance to react, and use the power of the operation fruit again. Walking among the many elite beasts, the wild rock lizard didn't even touch Lu Chengqing's clothes. He was directly beheaded. There is no power to fight back. Experience plus 2350. Current level 1832,460 40 thousandths. After Lu Chengqing killed the last wilderness performer, the rift was in addition to those dry corpses. There are no more strange beasts. Except for the demon sword in his hand, his blood is almost solidified, and even his level has been raised to level 18. From the next level, you only need to hunt 4 elite beasts, and you can directly complete the level leap. Only, at this moment, in the barren desert behind Lu Chengqing, a figure suddenly appeared, not the existence of a strange beast, but more like humanity. The withered skin was like a mummy, the clothes on his body were quite worn out, and he was holding a golden staff in one hand. Holding a gray book. Say something. Slowly singing. Please like and subscribe.